And of course, a part of that was the revenue as part of the Apex. So you were a part of the comeback of Prospect Pro Wrestling. I mean, I don't fully count the Pit Fight show because they put that on. I know 2PW helps with it, but this is the first one that Prospect Pro Wrestling is back at a new venue and with a new vibe and everything, and you were part of it there. Tell me a little bit about that show from your perspective.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I mean, it was just great to be back for Prospect Pro Wrestling. The new venue is amazing. And I think, sort of, you've seen it for yourself. Um, Very good space, very good energy, just at the corner of the area. And I think every person that was on that particular event, all the way up to the office and the production team, everyone came with just one mind to put on the best show possible, and we sold out. So that was a
Mm-hmm.
great, great thing to do for the very first show and leave an impact for that community, especially in the Irwin, PA area. That's an area that I believe deserves great wrestling whenever they can get it. And I think everyone delivered that. I wish we would have delivered them a little bit of something more with the Apex. We gave them everything. But you want to talk about a venue, from the people that work there to the bartenders to the crowd to the performers to the production. I mean, everybody was on one mindset, and that was just to have a great night, leave everything at the door, and just come to enjoy themselves. And I think that's what everyone did at that show.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You were in a tag match, of course, with Tad
Look at
Jarvis
that
and
money. Look at that
Super
money.
Hentai. There you go. We'll leave that on for a second there. No, it was a really cool vibe. Slay's a little weird because there's fans by the lights here. It looks like the screen's flickering, but it's not. It's just what we had, right? But no, it was a lot of fun to get together with that crew again. Man, obviously a little different look. And no, when he was out in the ring too, I haven't seen Marshall Gambino this happy in a long time.
Yes.
Like
And his ring didn't catch fire this time.
yeah, that was great. That was a great bonus, right? But no, like I can't remember the last time I've seen that man smile around a wrestling show. So
I think I think one of the things that really stuck out to me is right when I was preparing to leave. No lie, not exaggerating. Every single fan, as they were leaving, was shaking his hand and telling him how much of fun they had and how much of a great show it was. As they were leaving, usually shows, depending on what company you're at, sometimes they push late. As soon as that last bell happens, everyone's like rushing out the door.
yeah,
But every fan took their time to shake his hand before they left out and said how much fun they had and how they hope 2PW comes back to the area. So to
yeah.
me, that's a win for the community.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it was a lot of great community things that happened before the show and everything. So other people kind of debuted with it. The Danny Moe took on Gory was a nice surprise for the night. So, no, there was a lot of fun. Preston Everest, who was on last week, of course, took on Andrew Palace and of course, retained the championship. You can see all those, again, on Indie Wrestling, and we're going to be rolling out the matches as well. I think the four-way just dropped today on the YouTube with the Gavel, Gianni Enrico, who I think debuted with Prospect Pro Wrestling there, A1, and Don Murphy. So a lot of fun. The matches were really strong across the board. It was a lot of fun all night. The crowd was so into it, so loud. I'm always, I'm in the headsets, so I can't really gauge how the crowd is doing, because I have different levels and stuff like that. But it was definitely strong all night. So it was a lot of fun. So what a cool venue too, right? Like a cool, interesting venue. I love brewery shows, and everybody had like more than just hot dogs to eat. So, and a lot of space, and there was. Did you see that there was axe throwing in what we were using for the locker room?
You know what? My private locker room had darts, and I had a mini
Oh,
putt course, and I was upstairs above all of the inbreds. So
oh,
therefore, it was a tremendous time.
hmm.
Curtis Brigatti and I had a hell of a time until
Yeah,
we were rudely interrupted by Tad Jarvis and Super Hentai.
that's right. And of course, the axe place was called Chill Axe.
That was a great place. I
Yeah.
think as soon as you walked in, it's like everything, you're just like, it just gravitated you. And I
Hmm.
think to add pro wrestling in it, I think it's one of those things that the crowd didn't know this is something that we wanted here
Hmm.
until they had an opportunity to get it there. So I do see that. I hope I'm not speaking over, but I do see that as a potential of a future home for
Hmm.
Prospect Pro Wrestling, and I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't remember if they've announced a new date, but the 2PW does intend to go back there here in a few months. So stay tuned for that information as it comes out, though. And of course, we'll be having it on IndieWrestling.us as well. So this is the month of the comebacks. But hey, the Rev, you got a lot of stuff going on in RWA. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about the elephant. Let's talk about the money-shaped elephant in the room. Okay, all right. Because listen. I've known you for many years. I got called out by Riz because I made the event for this week, and I called you the Rev Ron Hunt because you're always going to be the Rev to me, okay? Like, it's been how long? How long we've been doing this, Rev?
Long time.
Right. It's hard, okay?
Very long time.
And you came out, and somebody told me your title's the Revenue now, and I had to fix it the one night I was there a few months ago. Tell me about this. Tell me why have we elongated the Rev to the Revenue? And are you the Revenue, Ron Hunt? Are you just because I think you explained to me just put the Revenue.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think with this, listen.
You're like the fog is enveloping you. By the way, it doesn't know what to do with the situation.
It doesn't. It just does its thing. I think when you look at this. Uh-huh. I can be whatever you want me. I'm always going to be the Rev Ron Hunt, but that Rev is just short for, well, it's revenue, baby.
Okay.
That's what it is. It's all over the place.
Okay.
But I think one thing that I looked at was the history and the transitioning of the Rev Ron Hunt. We go back to the inception of Shane Taylor Promotions with the Vice President Chief of Operations. Building that format that had some type of a business mindset to it.
Sure.
And believe it or not, contrary, that went very well beyond just TV. It just happened real life transition into the TV. And then just looking at how I wanted to just pour back into pro wrestling and be able to have my imprint within that. Everything somehow looked at how can you flip money and make more money. If it wasn't directly for myself, it was for people that were connected for me. And how can I leave them in a better business part within this pro wrestling business? So believe it or not, and I will tell you exactly where this came from. I was talking to someone, and it's always been there. You go back to old ROH promos. I've always had money. I've had a double bag of money. You look on the Facebook page. When we initially announced Shane Taylor Promotions becoming a promotions, there was a duffel bag of $50,000 in there. And it was just me and Shane in Philadelphia in the 2300 arena. That's how the business got started. Mm-hmm. So now fast forward, believe it or not, I was talking to EC3. Now I'm going to give him credit for this. And, I was still doing the Rev Ron Hunt thing, but I don't like to do the typical go. I like to be myself. But there's always the realism that's behind the name. But one thing that he said to me, and it was ironic, but I think it was all in good spirit. He said, well, if we were doing something over here, he said, we already have a reverend. We have CeeLo. And I'm thinking, yeah, but I've been at this longer, respectfully. Mm-hmm. But then I also looked at it as, okay, well before me, and, we had the interaction at RWA, ironically. It was Devon Dudley, mm-hmm. Reverend Devon. We've had that communication within the ring. A good friend of mine, the Pope, D'Angelo De Niro, great friend of mine. Caprice Coleman, tremendous brother of mine. So I said, how can I make myself stand out but still be myself? And it's the same mindset. We just now solely focus on the business mindset that's at hand.
Okay.
And that's to build the revenue. And that's what it comes down to. Every company that I touch, I want to leave that company better than before I got there. And how do you do that? By leaving your mark inside the ring and then doing what you can on the back end of things to make sure you're building revenue for that company and building revenue for yourself. And if it looked like money and it smelled like money, well, baby, it must be money.
Okay.
I see your brain turning.
Yes. I'm chewing that over because, like, again, I've run into a lot of revs. Those you mentioned, there was one up at actually the Pope Elijah Burke was at one of the De Niro, whichever name he used that week, was at a Detroit show, and there was like a group called the Congregation that's up there, and they've actually been on the
those are my
880.
guys too. I totally forgot about them. Yeah.
I was sitting there with Dutters at this show watching this, and they're like trying to recruit Pope, and respectfully, again, I didn't know the guys or anything. I'm just like, who is this? Like, we're like, you go to a different promotion, you kind of do 1-to-1 of like, this is the discount exit. Yeah, like I was like, this is like budget Rev Ron Hunt.
Came over the plate to it, said, and nah. And I said, we're going back to the 80s and 90s now.
Yeah. And they're great. Again, they've been at 880 a few times here, and they've grown on me and everything too. But yeah, there was like a little bit of that. I didn't know if it just was this regional thing or something like that. Do we find that there's like a Rev in every town at this point?
I utilize this as similar to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All right.
Okay. Oh, now you're speaking my language.
See, there is the real world, and then there is the pro wrestling world.
Okay.
There's the pro wrestling world, and there's what happens underneath the pro wrestling world. And every now and then we have to go into this manhole, and we have what's called the Rev Reunited, and it feels so good reunion. And what that happens is we all get together and say, how are we going to infiltrate every single city and every single state and take over?
Yeah.
It's almost like the Bullet Club.
Okay. Is this like more like Spider-Verse? Is there just like,
Very much so.
Is it a Reviverse?
Very much so. There is.
Okay.
There very much is. So now you look at how can you do this different? How can you do this a different way? And even Enzo brought it up when I wrestled him. God rest his soul. Enzo, I got another punch for you.
What's just God? He's not dead.
Oh,
he's dead inside.
He was dead to me in the ring. I thought I put him out. I guess I didn't.
Okay, all right.
Well, we can run.
To be fair, when I saw him a couple weeks ago, he did look really worse for wear. So you left an impression.
God bless his soul.
You left interest.
He's in a better place now.
It's like, what?
Not that place. Not that place. Not that. You can be in a better place and still be on the earth. So.
Okay.
He was at a toy show that was donating to puppies.
Yeah,
that is a better place. Actually,
okay,
that is objectively a better place. Okay,
around Two Tooth Wonders of West Newton, Pennsylvania. This is a much better place. It smells like mothballs, regret, and Section 8 in there. So he's in a better place. So therefore, when we have these Reviverses, we say, okay, you're going to take over Detroit. Okay, you're going to take over Cleveland. All right, Pope, you're going to keep doing your thing in Florida.
It's a territory system.
No.
It is.
Hold on.
It is. Thor, I'm going to give you this idea. Give yourself about 3 to 5 years. I want you to start Rev VW.
Rev VW.
Yes.
What Rev VW? What?
Rev Victorious Wrestling.
Yeah. Sorg, you know what's going to be the great thing about Rev VW? It's always going to turn a profit. I'm
ending
see,
this
that's
interview.
why I have him on board of directors.
God.
He's a good man. He's a good man.
There you go.
This for you. This for you. Buy yourself
something.
Oh,
thank you.
There you go. Oh my God. Okay, Renegade Rebel's coming up. What is happening with the revenue?
You know what? You have a question as good as mine. Okay. I made my first pick within the Renegade Rumble. I said that I'm going to do exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do everything that I've been doing since day one. Just because my energy changes does not mean my mindset changes. And I plan on going all the way to the top. I've done it before, and I'm going to do it again. And that's exactly why I'm following the path that I believe, and I'm not following the path that the fans think that I should go, because they don't know anything except sleeping with their sister cousins. So therefore, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into this Renegade Rumble. I'm going to eliminate any champion. Heck, I should eliminate all of them and get every title. But I'm going to do that. But then at the same time, I got this little gnat in my ear. That gnat's name is John McChesney. He wants to talk all this stuff that he wants to talk about. John, I still got eyes on you. But then while I'm trying to deal with winning a championship in the Renegade Rumble, while I'm trying to dealing with John McChesney because he's on me like the ex that I never wanted. Then I get this kid named Dave Jameson that leaves from some trenches of the swamp somewhere deep in the butthole of McKeesport that wants to stick his nose somewhere and tries to make a name off me. And that, quite honestly, I don't respect. So he pulled up at another event that I was at and decides to make his presence known because I guess I wouldn't give him an answer. And he still gets no answer. So when you ask what's next for me, my mind is on championship gold and eliminating any person or any threat that comes my way, rather they are signed to RWA or rather they are not. And that's where I am. I feel like the second half, this back half now of 2025 is going to awaken a new violent me. And honestly, I'm scared about it.
Okay. And it all starts at the Rumble, right?
It all starts at the Rumble.
What's your strat?
All roads lead to Revenue Mania.
Do we need to trademark that? Is that do we need to get the .com on that one, or what's? Yes.
You hold your guy. This is the money line.
Okay.
We don't do the finger. I love the bloodline. We do the money line.
That's the acknowledge.
That's the acknowledge. Acknowledge me as your financial chief.
Acknowledge the revenue. Acknowledge the revenue.
That's for you too. That's for you too, Mike.
Thank you, sir.
Let me see. 10,000.
Thank you. I got a little one.
Still wrapped too. That's nice.
Oh yeah, it's clean.
Like it's definitely clean.
I don't ask questions at all.
I'm not asking. I'm not saying anything.
It's all legal too.
It's wrapped, so it's fine.
All right, I got one last question for you, Rev. Can you join our Patreon?
Oh, I can.
Yeah, I can.
I support people that support good business, and business is a way of the revenue.
Because apparently it's a $25,000 TV truck I need to buy.
You know what? How about this, Sorg? I meant to bring this up. I really
what's happening?
Oh no, I just dropped your rent money. I apologize. Okay. Here's the thing. You talked about this truck, and I've been dealing with this, and maybe we can all figure out this answer together. And Riz, I might need your help. Mike, I might need your help with this.
Okay.
They said pull the truck up at RWA. If you talk to anyone close to me, I have really been fighting the urge to just have a tour bus every single time at RWA.
To just park it on that hill. Nobody wants it to park on.
Park it where they said we can't park the U-Haul.
Yes.
And then I want to throw a party and charge like $50 a head to just have like a pre-show party inside of the bus. And then I just go from the bus, Cody Rhodes style, into my matches. They're like, "Oh, where's Ron at?" "Oh, knock on the door." And I'm just gonna come out like
Goldberg entrance. Yeah.
Oh, it's
what you can do. Everyone in the party could carry you out. That way, you don't have to exert any extra energy.
So if Adam Rose had the Rosebuds, what would my people be? Would they be the accountants? Like, I can't dress them like druids, but what would I dress them with? And I feel like, and then if we're talking about that, I mean,
you could dress them like coins, and they could be your loose change.
You came here for the ideas. That's
This is now turned into Shark Tank.
We're an idea factory here. We always have been.
Wrestling gimmick Shark Tank. Actually, I kind of love this idea.
My God,
we might have something for that.
This
is something that you're on to something.
Who do we get? We get like what? Chris LaRusso, EC3, and Joe Dombrowski.
You need Joe Dom.
Yeah, those are the three people that I've heard the most like the best criticism.
And then you have like one visitor in every week,
and that's a rotating
like a Dario Cueto or something like that,
or a Jimmy DeMarco.
Jimmy DeMarco, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Jimmy DeMarco's come up so much on this show in the last month. I had a dream about Jimmy DeMarco.
Oh no.
Okay, he just was there. Like things were happening.
Sorry, you should save that for Patreon.
Things were happening with Jimmy DeMarco?
No, there was like a wrestling match happening. He just like was beside me, ready to go in the wrestling match, and I was just like, "Oh, hey, Jimmy," and that's it. Nothing else.
Oh, Tina from the chat says it should be called the Money Train.
You know, I am thinking I might have to change it one time. I usually only change it once a year, but I'm feeling very generous. I might have to change my theme song.
Or you know what? I hear the trademark might be up because of certain shady businesses, but the trademark of Young Bucks might be available. Who knows? Take on a different meaning.
Ooh, hey, how about the Profits?
As long as I'm not from the street.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true.
The high class profits.
I mean, listen, maybe the suburb profits.
Ooh. Okay.
See, we're on to something. Now, but then I feel like I have to. If I bite someone, do I call it the Bitcoin?
There was already the Bitcoin boys. Mikey Montgomery was part of that. I don't think you want to do that.
I was a fan of them. I forgot about them until you said that. I was a fan of them.
Yeah.
Now,
maybe I can improve it.
If you bring back your the casket match gimmick, would that be called a cryptocurrency match?
A crypto.
Are you writing this down?
It's all being recorded, Sorg. I don't know if you know this. We're on a podcast.
Here's what I'm gonna do. In my ideal world, if I just went on the tour to recruit, I would get the Young Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
I would buy the Bitcoin boys. Who else would I buy?
I don't know if you can get Bitcoin boys because one of them just enjoys wrestling now.
Can I, if I can bring back one wrestler, and I was a real big fan of him, can I bring back Darren De Niro?
I don't think I think you can.
Hold on, hear me out. Here's someone that's still available, and he is all about the money, and he used to work in Las Vegas.
Shane McMahon, thank you.
I was gonna say Kevin Nash, but
listen,
bring back Vinny Vegas. No one's using that trademark.
You just need a tall guy. I know a guy who's 6'7".
Yeah.
You know a couple guys who are 6'7", Sorg.
I might know one. I might have to talk to one. I might have to talk to one this Saturday.
If you want to make it,
there is one. Can we talk about that for a moment?
If you want to make it more intimidating, he could be Vincent Vegas, and he could come out looking like from Pulp Fiction.
We should mention that at RWA this Saturday is going to be the RWA debut of Pretty Boy Smooth, who's been making waves on NWA Power. Obviously was the Midwest champion with NWA Exodus that we've been covering over the last couple of years. So like that's a big addition to the show.
Huge.
Yes.
Huge.
I don't know. I don't know if the RWA fans know what they're getting into with people on this one.
You know what? I have a prediction that a lot of fans are going to get visually pregnant.
Huh. That's a take. Anyways, this Saturday, Revenue's a part of, again, Renegade Wrestling Alliance's Renegade Rumble, featuring Pretty Boy Smooth and the rest of the roster, Crash Jackson, Brandon Day, J-Rock. Ava's on there as well, has been a part of the show. Gianni, a bunch of people. John McChesney on the poster as well. Boo! Yes, yep. Sorry about that. Either way, you get to share locker with him a bunch of places, don't you? These days, he was at 2PW as well against Zach Nystrom with a great match. But either way, the Revenue, Ron Hunt joining us here, getting ready for that Renegade Rumble. So there you go. So you turned the fog off. Thank you.
Yeah, he's like that.
We can actually see everything now. This is great. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back, and we're going to be talking about Forbidden Doors as well as the wrestling show after this.